had a friend when I lived in New York who was walking home one night by herself and noticed a man following her for blocks. Every corner she would turn, he would too. She went inside a bodega, which is basically a corner store, and the man finally left her alone. That story could have ended different, and it does for some women. Joining me on the shortcut to share what common safety mistakes us women make and what we can do to protect ourselves is self-defense expert and CEO of Safe for Life, Lorna Selig. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good. So tell us your story. How did you get into self-defense?
Well, when I was a teenager, just a few weeks before my 17th birthday, I had a similar situation where I was assaulted. I was at a party and doing what lots of 16 and a half, almost 17-year-olds do. I was drinking and carrying on, having a great time, and I was assaulted by somebody that I knew. And but more importantly, or at least as importantly, what I did next is the important piece of that whole story, and that is that I did nothing. Never told a soul, never reported it, never talked about it, just never told anybody. When I was 25, I had a similar situation happen again. I was in a parkade using a valet parking service, and a similar situation happened to me again. So at that stage of the game, I went, holy smokes, this something is happening here that I need to switch. And so I spent a few years sort of studying and learning and thinking about self-defense. And then I came upon a program that was running and started by a City of Calgary police officer, my local police service here in Canada. I loved the program. I loved the format of the program. I loved the layout of the program. So I phoned her up and I said, I love this. I want to come work with you. And so began teaching. And so for 10 years, I worked and trained with their police officers who taught this program. And then in 2014, I actually bought the program. So here I am today and loving every minute of it. I teach this thousands upon thousands of people in my community and in our region have taken this program and have gone on with confidence and just a sense of peace of mind and alertness. And we've changed a lot of lives.
What are some of the most common safety mistakes women make?
Well, I think typically not being able to recognize the power of our no. We need to feel comfortable in using our voice, shouting, letting somebody know with a solid, loud no, stop, don't come any closer. I don't like what's happening here. When we shout, we do a couple of things. We alert people to our situation. We need help in that moment, right then. And if we're shouting, yelling, screaming, stop, no, help, that puts a different plan into the head of that potential perpetrator. So quickly, we can change a mind of a perpetrator just by screaming and shouting and yelling back at them. The other thing we can do is fight back. We can punch, we can kick, we can go for the groin, ladies. My two favorite places, go for the throat, go for the groin, give a quick shot, and just enough time to let that perpetrator let go of you for just a second and run to safety. Thrilled that your friend went into a store, any place where it's public. Lights are on, you'll know that there's people in there. Those are the places where you want to go and get the help that you need.
Such helpful tips that everyone should know. Thank you so much, Lorna, for joining us on The Shortcut. For more safety tips and information, check out her website, saveforlife.ca.